Shifra is a name that we chose for this ministry, and it's named after the midwife in Scripture in Exodus chapter 1. There were many reasons why we chose her. We felt that she protected the sanctity and dignity of the family, cared for the woman, and stood between, put herself between power that would destroy and these families that had no power against, no strength against the power like Pharaoh had. Caring for women in childbirth, it's a justice thing. For me, it is about human dignity, and it's about treating people with love and respect and dignity and safety and care and joy. And these women from the margins, they got none of that. So I think that our mission and our vision is redemption, and the whole way we do that, if you will, is hospitality. It's loving people, it's welcoming people, and it's saying to everybody that crosses that doorstep, you are welcome here. You are welcome here. And we will walk with you as absolutely as best we can. We will walk with you.
Shifra is a birthing home, a home away from home, a place for families to come and experience the joy of birth. Our work is to be there for women, be there for moms in their birthing experience and their pregnancy, prenatal checkups, teaching time about childbirth, family planning, and postpartum care. And all that we do at Shifra Birthing Home is really supporting a woman as she's created. And so we want families to come here and women together with their partners or together with their supportive family, their supportive community, to feel that they are respected, that they are an adult person who can make choices in their birth, and that she, the woman, knows how to give birth.
Birthing philosophy in Shifra is kaya mo yan. Always think that kaya mo yan. Even though during the prenatal, we always told him that kaya mo yan, kaya mo yan. So that's the magic word here.
My work here in Shifra is more on community. I'm going to house after they give birth in the Shifra. I'm there going down to community to encourage them to have a fully breastfeeding, and to encourage the family, especially the mother, to have a family planning. So the quality of service is not only inside, it should be also outside.
Then we have our seminars, and that's a series of 9 classes. There are about 8 areas that women have concerns about. The childbirth itself, so we teach about that. How do I take care of a baby? We talk about that. How about breastfeeding? And breastfeeding is a huge problem for us. So breastfeeding is a big deal. Huge deal for us is nutrition and what women choose to eat. And even if you're poor, you can eat in a healthy way. Reproductive health care. For us, reproductive health care should never be about numbers. It should never be about how many kids you've got. So I would say nutrition, family planning, breastfeeding, the birth itself, to help women go into it not afraid, is a big deal for us. Then, for the women are required to come to 3. Many choose to come to all of them, and that's completely up to them. If they do, we have a graduation service ceremony, and it's really fun. And some of these women, that's the only graduation they will ever have. That's the only time they're going to march to pomp and circumstance. That's the only certificate they're going to ever have in their life. And it is so fun to do it. So they play games. have snacks, merienda. But it's a matter of honoring these women and saying thank you for being faithful to come. Thank you for caring about your pregnancy. Thank you for being responsible. It is a salamat po from us to them. And so every year, roughly 500 women choose to do the whole nine cleanses. Nine. Become 9 straight weeks. That's a huge commitment. And for many of them, they're coming on trikes, they are walking, they've got little kids in tow. It's not an easy trip. They don't come out of their house and step into a nice air-conditioned vehicle and come down here. It's not like that. And in the rain and in the mud and then in the heat of summer and they come. Wow.
So congratulations. Well done. Yes, let's give them a hand.
On behalf of my husband, my family, thank you to Shipra Birthing Home for amazing, great and care for me when the time I getting birth here. And I will never forget to get birth here because I will getting birth fine, safe, and very comfortable. Thank you.
For me, I think the one message, if there is any, that I can take for myself from this whole experience is that really nothing is impossible with God. And with Shipra being a place that is blessed by God, that is born out of people who love God, then you know that you're taken care of really well here. That God is really here with you when you're giving birth. So I think that for me, that's what sums it all up.
I'll warn you, I cry a lot. I'm Deborah, and I want our Shifra team in the back in purple shirts to stand up and stand up! Stand up! Woohoo! Woohoo! It is teamwork. It is teamwork that makes birth happen. It is teamwork that makes breastfeeding happen. And Shifra Birthing Home is about teamwork. What I'm going to share with you today, and I warn you, mechanics don't love me. Oh, but they're there. We're going to talk about love. So to begin with, I've lived here in the Philippines, medyo matagal. So let's stand up, okay? Tayo, we're going to do like a little exercise thing, okay? So yung gusto ko ginagawa nyo, okay? We're talking about love, okay? So I want you to give 3 people a 10-second hug. Go. So, you can sit down now. How do you feel? Kamusta ka po? You're smiling na, di ba? You just had a little love. Okay? Because this is all about love. When we talk about birth, pag sinabi namin yung mga buntis, pregnancy, birth, we're really talking about love. So how do we get love? Di ba? Bakit, what happens first? Well, we set the mood.
di ba? You do the candlelight. You make it beautiful area. You make it, oh, it's romantic, right? Well, we do that for yung mga unang date, but sometimes we forget about the mood. Okay? As a birth care provider, as a midwife, we cannot forget about the mood. We need the candle lights. So what comes next after the candlelight? The kiss. Right? We got a little love going. Okay? So here we see yung asawa is kissing his wife's hand very gently. Okay? This could be, when you see that picture, that could be yung proposal, di ba? Will you marry me? Do you love me? Okay? But this husband is next to his wife in labor. She is laboring to give birth to their baby, and he is kissing her hand gently, softly, lovingly. Actually, this particular husband, at first, ayaw siya kasama sa asawa niya pag nanganak. Ayaw. And his wife is my good friend, Joy. I'd known for 7 years, and I knew her before she met him. So, I was like, he is coming to your birth. Kasama siya. Kahit sabi ko, kahit dyan lang sa Shifra bahay paanakan, kung ayaw niya sa loob, okay lang din. Kahit basta nandyan. Pero sabi ko, kaya na yan. Just like the doctor said earlier, di ba? You're busy before. It takes 2 to make the baby. It takes 2 to get the baby out. It took 2 in love. In love, you create. I love our title, Wonderfully Made. Our children are wonderfully made with love, with sex. And sex is beautiful. When we make love, that is our hormone, oxytocin. Yung sinabi ni Irina kanina, the hormone oxytocin, it's our loving hormone. So, for my friend Joy to give birth, she needed her husband. Oh, the picture's gone. Sorry. She needed him to be there, to be present, to be strong, to be gentle, to kiss her hand lovingly, to give her the gift of love. Wonderfully made, the same thing that created your beautiful baby is what will help you to give birth. Oxytocin, love. So what happened was when Joy, first we just gently coaxed the husband, you can do it, kaya mo yan. As Grace said in the video, that's our magical word. Kaya mo yan. And he came, and at first he was outside of the room, but then he saw, oh, it's just a bedroom. It's Shifra Bay Panakan. It's not a hospital. It doesn't look like a hospital. It's a house. It's a bahay. Shifra birthing home. And he thought, oh, it's not scary. Hindi siya masyado takot. I can just sit next to my wife and be with her. And they had a beautiful birth, a beautiful water birth. And through their birth, they're working together. They have created more love, more success in your marriage. So so we say, birth is beautiful. It's beautiful. You, as a woman, you are beautiful. And sex is beautiful. Oxytocin, our love hormone, is beautiful. Well, just think about it. When we make love, do you want bright, shiny lights like this? No. Do you want, okay, some people do, okay, it's okay, yeah. Sometimes you do, okay, that's okay. What kind of music do you want, or do you want any? Do you want silence? How do you want to be touched? How do you want to be touched? gently. We don't want sharp words, ugly words to be around you when you are making love. We want soft, kind voices. So what we want and what we need to create a baby, wonderfully made, is the same thing we need to give birth to our baby. So as a care provider, as a midwife, as a nurse, as a government official, we need to remember the environment that it takes to give birth. What environment do we need to create a beautiful birth? Well, to give birth, we need the hormone oxytocin for labor to continue. We had one experience, yung isang nanay, maganda yung hilab niya, naghilab-hilab. And then pag pumasok yung biyanan niya sa kwarto, walang hilab. And we would eat popcorn, Wala lang. As in, wala. Paglabas siya, yan, may hilab na naman. Tuloy-tuloy yung labor. So yung mga midwives sa kwarto, nagpansin na kami, wow, pagpasok si nanay, wala nang hilab. Paglabas, meron na naman. So sinabi namin, sige, Lola, pwede i-wait mo na lang dyan sa labas. Pag lumabas yung baby, tatawagin namin sa'yo, ha? So hindi yung problema, just sinabi lang, sige, dyan ka lang muna. Kasi yung kailangan ng nanay was yung space niya. Hindi pwede kasama yung biyanan niya. I don't know why, pero yun ang kailangan niya. Okay? So yung mga katawan, talaga nagsasabi yung anong kailangan. Yung mga ibang nanay, itong nanay, yung kailangan niya is hawak. Pero yung sinabi ng mga ibang nanay, wag. So then wag mo hawakan kasi sa kanila, yun ang kailangan nila is walang hawak. Yung iba, gusto nila may tuk-tuk. Yung iba, gusto nila walang sound. So kailangan ipansin, anong kailangan yung nanay? Because yung itong process of giving birth, it's super sensitive. Just like yung habang making love po kayo, hindi pwede mag-isip sa mga shopping list. Di ba? Pag may distraction po ka, wala nangyari, di ba? Walang sarap. Wala. Pag ibang mga distractions. So as yung mga care provider, as ako po yung midwife, hindi pwede ako lagi magkwento-kwento sa nanay. Di ba? Hindi pwede ako magdisturbo sa nanay kasi may trabaho ng nanay. Kailangan siya mag-focus. Focus sa yung trabaho niya. She has to focus on what she is doing. So as a care provider, we have to listen. What does she as a nanay need? So here we see the birthing pool, and pwede nakita din sa picture, madilim. It's dark. So yung kanina yung sabi yung melatonin, so some nanays really okay lang yung gusto nila yung ilaw. Yung iba, gustong-gusto yung walang ilaw or konti lang. So syempre yung as birth attendant, we have to really respect yung gusto ng nanay. Pero minsan sa care provider na konting, wala akong nakita. Ano nangyari pag lumabas yung bata? Hindi ako nakita yung puwerta ng nanay. It's okay lang. Diyan lang. Lumabas. Walang problema. Hindi kailangan nakita mo lahat. Okay? You just have to tingnan yung mukha ng nanay. And kahit konti lang yung ilaw, we can still continue to monitor the mother with a Doppler. Pwede tingnan kung okay pa yung baby. So hindi kailangan yung masyadong ilaw. Pwede din yung mga lights sa cellphone mo. Candles. So respect yung mga rights ng nanay, yung mga gustong-gusto niya. So, yung isa pang importante mag-iisipin, kasi minsan as care provider, we think about what we want to do. Like, this is my trabaho, I need to do my work, I'm being paid, I need to take the heartbeat, I need to do. Lagi-lagi, gawa. But actually, we also just need to wait. So, importante sa pag nagla-labor yung nanay, hindi pwede yung mga rush yung nanay. Yung kailangan gawin lang is wait lang. Yung isang nangyari sa akin, yung actually habang nagle-labor yung aking friend, yung masyadong akong kasi kaibigan ko. So it's my friend. So I want her to have a good birth. So as a care provider, sometimes we want it to, we want her to have a good experience. Pero siya, it's sa kanya yun. It's her experience. So as a birthing mother, when you give birth, it's your experience. It's not the midwife's experience. It's not the doula's experience, the doctor's experience. It's the nanay's experience. And when I was helping my friend, actually I was really worried. I want to be a good midwife to her. And my husband told me, he said, Deborah, it's not your birth. I was like, yeah, duh. But I was so worried because I want my friend to have a good birth, and I want her to have this good experience, and I want her to grow as a woman, and I want her to see how wonderful natural birth is. But I had forgotten it's not my birth. So it's important to listen to the mother. It's her birth. As a midwife, it's not our birth. In that sense, Schiffer Birthing Home is not our birthing home. It's the women's birthing home. It belongs to you. So you might wonder why I keep on talking about sex. Well, I'm a midwife. So love, again, okay, look at that beautiful smile. Just take a moment and look at her smile. We often smile like that when we're just feeling loved on too, right? Her husband is encircling her. I don't know what he's saying. I think he must be saying, I love you. You're so beautiful. But right now what you can see in that picture is they are together as husband and wife. Just like when we make a baby, you are together. And when you give birth, you are together to birth your baby. And when the oxytocin flow is going, when your hand is being held, when you are not alone, when you are being loved on, then your body works as it should. Your oxytocin flows. You feel strong. As Irina said earlier, you are a goddess. When you look at each woman in labor, they are a goddess. You are a goddess. When you are being treated right, when you are in charge of your birth, your oxytocin is flowing. You are strong. You feel wonderful. Now, I will also say, for many of us, it does hurt. Pain is not bad. We work with it. We flow with it. And when your oxytocin is going, you cannot tell me, we would not say, she's not working. You can look at her. She's sweating. She's tired. But she's strong, and she knows. You can see from looking at her, she knows she can do it. Kaya mo yan. As we, and there, what I want to say, we as the healthcare provider, you can see, I don't know who it is, maybe it might be Betty. Is that Betty? Is that Ate Lorne? Ate Lorne is in the back. You can just barely see her. She might be massaging. I do think she's massaging the mom's back. Our job as the care provider is to step away. Many of our midwives knit, so they will calmly sit by a mom in labor knitting. And actually it's perfect, because when your two hands are busy, then your hands aren't getting in the way. So find yourself a knitting project to keep your hands from interfering. Now, if the mom needs a back massage, and by all means, go for it. But as a healthcare provider, our job is to support the husband and wife, or if she's a single mom, her and her companion, to have a good birth experience, for her to know that she can do it, to let her know you believe in her. And as a mother trusts in her body, then her baby is going to be brought forth in love, in peace, and in joy. Kaya mo yan.